Hey, tough guys, you feeling hungry? Do you have the hunger of a big man?
A big hungry boy?
Well, this should fix your wagon, champ. Man-size spaghetti and meatballs. It's good to see that they're catering for us special men and their enormous fucking half a kilo at a time appetites. Personally, I think I'd rather make my own genderless spaghetti and meatballs than reheat this fucking overcooked pasta shit. Oi, Jules, you reckon you could finish a man-sized spaghetti and meatballs all by yourself? You reckon?
Fuck off.
Fuck that shit. Let's make our own spaghetti and meatballs. There it is, champions. That's what goes in it. We'll stick it in the fucking thing. I've hurt my neck, so this is kind of, it's painful. Not as painful as it is trying to fucking eat that microwave trash. There's lots of stuff there. You'll be right, trust me. It's a good time. Righto, piss off. Righto, there's two parts of this shit. One's the fucking meatballs, the other one's the sauce. Now the sauce we're gonna make for the meatballs comes from the first fucking cooking video we made called Quarantine Sauce. If you haven't seen it, don't fucking worry about it. I'll remake it for you quickly. Or check the episode out because it's fucking not bad. First shit you want to do is get the fucking milk, tip it into the breadcrumbs and stir it around. Riveting shit, isn't it? The reason we do that is because it gives it, woo, shit. The reason we do this shit is it gives it time for the fucking milk and the breadcrumbs to fucking bug around together. It's good for the meatballs, trust me. Next you want to get your tomatoes. Get fucking ripe tomatoes if you can, because ones that aren't ripe aren't fucking ripe. True story. Pull the shit off the end of them if you've got shit on the end of them. Cut them in half and squeeze the seeds out. Now, if you're wondering why I squeeze the seeds out, it's because I reckon the seeds taste like fucking shit. Some people don't think that, but those people aren't on this video, so who gives a fuck? Now listen, if you don't squeeze all the fucking seeds out or you can't be fucked, don't worry about it. Doesn't really matter that much. Now cut up one onion, one whole garlic, and a couple of chilies if you like, and fucking stick them in a bowl. Fucking run out of bowls, mate. Righto, champions, now you cut that shit up. We're gonna need to cut up another onion and a little bit more garlic and put it in another bowl. Now I don't usually tell you to cut shit fine because I usually don't give a fuck, but this time I do. The reason is because we're gonna fucking mix it with this mince, and if it's super chunky, the fucking meatballs might fall apart. Righto, now we're going to grab these two bowls of fucking shit and head over to the bloody stove and do two things at once. Righto, you ready, Freddy? We're going to do two things at once. One pot big enough for your fucking tomatoes and another little pan just to saute these little champions on their own. So crank the heat on. Eat shit, I got the right one. In with a good whack of oil. Probably should have filled that up before I fucking started the shot. And then bang some oil in your other pan. Heat on with the other pan too. Lower on that pan. Now the one with a shitload of garlic and a bit of chilli goes in this one. And the finely grated one up the back. Now you just want to cook these for a couple of minutes till they soften. These ones, be careful not to burn. Low and slow until they're a little golden brown. After these champions have softened out a bit, we want to cop a fucking cup of red wine in here. If there's any piss stuck to the bottom of the pan, now's the time to scrape that off. Righto, after the booze is cooked off for a couple of minutes, tear in a little bit of basil, maybe a handful or something. Now fucking bang in your tomatoes. Now in with the chicken stock, you can put in 2 cups of that shit. Now those are fucking bloody done, turn the heat off. Set those aside. Now in with a couple of big tablespoons of tomato paste. Stir that round. Now get yourself a lid, hopefully one that doesn't fit. Stick it on top. Turn the heat down so it doesn't fucking burn. Let that cook for a little bit. Now let's make the fucking meatballs. Woo! Righto, champions. Let's get stuck into it. Pork and your beef mince into a bowl. Realise it's already in a bowl, but it's not big enough, so it's going in this bowl. Mix your 2 types of meat together. Now there's a few schools of thought when it comes to meatballs. Some say you don't need an egg, some say you do. I say you fucking do whatever you want. Now introduce your garlic and onion. It's a good idea to let this cool down a little bit before you fucking stick your hands in it. In with your breadcrumb and milk mixture. I like to put in chili flakes, but you don't have to fucking do that if you don't want to. I put in about a tablespoon of those. I put in a tablespoon of oregano. Now I couldn't find fucking fresh oregano, so I'm using dry shit. You can put fucking shitloads of herbs in this if you like. It's up to you. And then in with some Parmesan cheese. Crack in an egg. In, egg. Don't know why spoon's in there. Now with clean hands, a good pinch of salt. Last but not least, a good crack of pepper. Yeah, I see you hanging shit on my little pepper grinder. Not everything has to be big and tough like your fucking microwave meal. Now mix the fucking shit out of this. Just give it a good fucking mix. Check that out, it looks like a brain. Fucking sick. Now it's time to turn this into balls that all genders can enjoy. Now the idea with meatballs is that you don't want them too fucking small, right? About 2/3 of a tennis ball size, or at least bigger than a golf ball. Problem is, if you make fucking shitty little small ones, they just dry out and taste fucked. Give them a good squish together, keep moving them around, and then gently roll them like this. And what do you fucking know? It's a meatball. If you see any little gaps in there, give it another push and another little roll. Now if this shit's getting stuck to your hands and the balls are getting too tacky, you can fucking put a little olive oil in your hands, or you can put a little water on there. So on and fucking so forth until you've got a fucking bunch of balls. If you make yourself too many of these, or you want to fucking save some for later, you can fucking glad wrap them and fuck them off into the freezer. Come on, make one with me, Julesy.
You've got an advantage with your hands.
Have a fucking look at that shit. They're fucking better than my ones. Probably Jules would, I reckon, you keep this up. Righto, let those little champions chill for a tick, and we're gonna fucking give the sauce a bit of a blend with the fucking blender. Now you don't have to blend the fucking bullshit out of it, just a little bit does the trick. Righto, back on the stove. Now let's crack on with the meatballs. Righto, let's cook these fucking things. Get yourself a pan that you can fry lots of meatballs in. Probably turn the heat on. Fucking that's 2 times in a row, I've got the right one. Must be Christmas. A little more oil. Now you don't need to have the heat up so high it gives you a fucking tan. You can have it up at like medium high. Totally forgot to put parsley in these because I'm a fucking dickhead. There's a lot going on, right? There's lights, cameras and shit. Sometimes I forget to put ingredients in. Get yourself a pair of tongs. Very gingerly. Place your balls on. Now you want to brown these off. Be nice and gentle with them. I realise they're kind of spherical, so don't worry about it if it's not perfectly brown on every side. Doesn't fucking matter. Righto, once those are browned off, gently put them back on a tray. Let that cool down and give it a little wipe out with paper towel. You don't need to clean it with soap, we'll keep all that deliciousness in there. Now give your sauce a little taste. Depends how you like it. I like a little sweeter. I like to add a teaspoon of brown sugar in there and a pinch of salt. You don't have to put those things in there if you don't want to, but I like them in there. So they're going in there. Pan back on, heat back on. Now carefully add your sauce back into here. Then plonk your little mates in the sauce. There we go, look at that. Lay a little more sauce. Same goes with the sauce. If you don't want to use all the sauce, you can bang up the fridge for later. Now here comes the fucking easy bit. Bang a lid on it, turn the heat right down, and let that lightly simmer for about 30 minutes. Cooking time kind of fucking depends on the size of your balls, champion. Now's a good time to get your water on the boil so you can fucking cook your pasta. We've got about 10 minutes left, so we're going to cook our fucking pasta. How are we looking? Oh, it's fucking awesome. Now there's a few ways to fucking land this flip, Tony Hawk. You can fucking pull the meatballs out, put the pasta in the sauce, stir it all fucking together, and then put that on a plate, put the meatballs on top and so on. Or you can do that classic 80s photo finish where you just put a thing of pasta on a plate and then you put the meatballs with the sauce. I don't give a fuck, it's up to you. I don't think we should just hang out and watch me do the rest of this. I think I'll see you back over there and we'll put it all together. I think I'd never done this before. I don't know about you champions, but I think this dish deserves some fancy music. Will you have a fucking look at that shit? Righto. Let's taste it. That's fucking sick. Enjoy this gender-free meal anytime you like. Eat as much as you like, eat as little as you like. No one gives a fuck. Go on then, give it a crack. You're a bloody champion. Just remember, fuck man size.